Hey, it's JW. How you doing, guys? Just finished up my walk. I've been cutting back on my walks the past, I don't know, 3 months since this wound thing started. And and I was doing it every day for a while there. It just got to be too much. It was, the pain was getting worse. And I know it's good for you because of the blood flow. So I made a point of getting out every day. I've cut that back to, I don't know, 3-4 times a week if I can. Depends on the day. Today I felt okay in the house. Once I get out there, the pain kicked in pretty good, and it's kind of a struggle getting through the walk. But again, it's part of the healing process. So what can you do? You do what you do, right? And am I doing the right thing? When I run it by the people at the wound center, some of them nod their approval, others shake their head as if, well, don't overdo it. And I don't overdo it for sure. I mean, I used to walk 2.5 hours a day. Now, if I'm lucky, I can get out for an hour. And I'm pretty well beat. Right now, I feel like I can go to sleep, but I won't do that because it's tough enough getting to sleep at night without taking any kind of nap during the day, which would further disturb my sleep at night. So last night wasn't too bad a night. I think I dozed off for actually 3.5 hours at one point, which is probably a record since this thing happened. So again, I'm reporting this not to bore you to tears, but for anyone out there who's maybe experiencing some sort of illness, depression, wound, anything. Sometimes just hearing other people discuss what they do and how they do it and how they feel. A lot of people think, this person goes out and walks, they must feel great. I don't, but I feel great when I'm finished, in the sense that I know it was important to get it in. And it's never been about weight loss with me, because when I stop exercising, I lose weight. When I exercise, I gain weight, which, I'm sure it's muscle. You lose muscle when you're sedentary. And they're rare when a day goes by I don't do something, whether it's a workout on my deck. I have it's like a pulley set that I can, kind of keep my fitness levels up and, maybe a little muscle toning. So, I'm looking forward to getting back to my regular routines. But I'm not kidding myself about being positive, but not to the extent where I'm going to, fool myself into thinking it's going to heal quicker than it is. I saw the surgeon last week, and I said, "You did say 6 months," and he goes, "Yeah, I'm looking 6 to 8 months." He said 8 months would be October. I was thinking August I would be hopefully fully healed. And as I mentioned to those who follow the channel, the wound center said that healing is kind of, I don't want to use the word stopped, but it's been stagnant the last few weeks, the measurements. But this past one, it was a slight improvement, 0.5 millimeter or something. But at this point, I'm ready to take anything as an improvement. And that's where I'm at. And so I'm still pushing for, I had a date June 24th, which is 4 weeks from Monday, that I would start my trips to Plum Island again, where I get some really nice walks in. And I'm going to try to hold to that. And I'm looking forward to taking some video down there. It's a beautiful spot. Any of you who aren't from around here have never been to Plum Island. It's a federal wildlife center, and not a center, what do they call it? Federal Wildlife Preserve. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful spot. And I'm looking forward to doing some videos down there and doing some walking and hopefully give some good reports on the healing process. And maybe some of you want to comment on what you're going through. Again, I want to see if we can help everyone who's experiencing any kind of pain right now, whether it's mental or physical. And just let me know in the comments. And I don't know that we can help you, but we certainly are not going to hurt you. And sometimes it's good to have moral support from people who actually are going through what you're going through. And actually, when you're going through something that someone else goes through, you do care a little more about what they're going through because you're experiencing it. Whereas, I put up a video earlier today saying that most people don't care about your problems. So don't waste your time with talking about them, because I think I said 80% of the people don't care about your problems, and the other 20% are glad you have them. Now that may sound kind of negative, but it's probably pretty close to being true. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who are just genuine, souls, good souls, and I'm sure they have a moment of caring for you. But everyone's busy, busy with their own lives, and if you expect them to be centered on your life, you're not going to be happy with the results. So, I have family members, and I know they care about my pain, but they also know there's not much they can do about it, and I do ask them to. They want to help in some way, but sometimes it's more of a hindrance than a help when they start asking a lot of questions. When you're in the throes of pain and someone's firing questions at you or telling you what you should do, well, go to this doctor and call them up tomorrow, and sometimes it's not as constructive. They mean it to be constructive, but oftentimes that's not the case. So anyway, that's about all from here. JW up on the New Hampshire border here, actually in front of our place right now. And it's a beautiful day up here, beautiful weekend. I think it was 75 degrees when I left earlier this morning, so it's probably closer to 80 now, but it's been in the 90s the last few days, so this feels really refreshing. The air is nice and clean, and wherever you are, I hope the weather's nice as well, and hope you get out, do your thing. And if you are injured or ill in any way, I'm gonna have a good thought for you, even though I don't know you. I have a good thought for the people on my channel, and I try to be more compassionate, and sometimes you learn from your own issues that compassion is a very good trait. One my mother had, and I thought my dad was a compassionate man as well. So, I want to see if I can become a better person through this wound situation, and if it can make me a better person, then it would have all been worthwhile, that's for sure. And I don't see how it can not make you better, because when you go through pain, you gain strength in some ways, but you're also very vulnerable in other ways. So it's a combination of coming out of the dark abyss, I guess, and to the sunlight, and saying, I actually learned a lesson from that. I learned also that compassion is important to other people, and I've tried to become more compassionate, because I hope every time I get on, I hope I can leave you with some little lesson. That's my goal. And if you like the channel, let me know. If you don't, you can let me know too. But if you want to talk about any issues or any things that are on your mind, just let me know. I really do appreciate you tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the weekend.